I will happily participate in releasing any further leaks that they have because the truth should be out there. What does she have to fear if she's telling the truth?
But you can rest assured that based on the investigation we've done, the text messages we have, the receipts that'll go along with that complaint, she's dead in the water.
Hey everyone, the receipts are in. And oh my God, do I have some tea that's about to boil over. Y'all, this tea is scalding. Blake Lively just got exposed in the most brutal way possible. And let me tell you, it's not looking good. Megyn Kelly is out here airing every single receipt and the evidence, is messy. Allegedly, Blake's entire narrative might be a carefully crafted PR stunt. And if these latest leaks are to be believed, she's not the victim, she's the mastermind. So what's really going on? Buckle up, besties, because we're about to break it all down. Oh, and before we get into this Hollywood soap opera, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe because trust me, this drama is just getting started. Now let's get into it. Megyn Kelly just ended Blake Lively and she brought receipts. Let's start with the bombshell that has the internet in shambles. Megyn Kelly isn't just spilling tea, she's dumping an entire vat of piping hot scandal. Not only has she teamed up with her own lawyer to dissect Blake's claims piece by piece, but she's also dropping actual receipts proving that Blake has been playing a very different game behind the scenes. And y'all, it is not a good look. According to Megyn, Blake has been twisting the truth from day one. And the real kicker, her motivations might not just be about justice, they could be about power. Allegedly, she manipulated the entire situation to take control of the movie, and if these latest leaks are anything to go by, this isn't a case of Hollywood drama, it's a full-blown power grab. So how did we get here? Let's rewind because this story goes way deeper than most people realize. This isn't just some overnight PR war. The Blake vs. Justin Baldoni saga has been simmering for years, and it all exploded when Blake accused Justin of sexual harassment and claimed he was leading a smear campaign against her. But Justin? Oh, he was not having it. He fired back with his own lawsuit, and things escalated fast. And here's where it gets juicy, because if you look at the timeline, things don't add up. Blake's PR team wanted us to believe that she was blindsided, but the receipts tell a very different story. Allegedly, she started planting these allegations long before the movie was even released, positioning herself as a victim before there was even a controversy. But wait, there's more. Y'all, was this a PR stunt that blew up in her face? Tell me if this sounds familiar. A Hollywood actress, suddenly under fire, runs straight to the media to tell her side of the story. Yup, it's giving Amber Heard too.
She has made herself into the new Amber Heard, and he is the new Johnny Depp. And now he's going full Johnny Depp on her to show that she was the bully, she was the one harassing him, and this guy who had, comparatively very little power was forced now to come out and tell the truth about Blake Lively.
Is that she used these allegations of sexual harassment and she used these allegations of bullying to try and leverage her position so she could be the de facto director in the case. For an executive producer to have a competing cut of a film is incredibly bizarre, but when she starts threatening people and saying, I'm not going to promote the film, I'm not going to do anything unless you use my cut, that's when it starts to be awfully incendiary.
Remember when Amber ran to the press in 2018, painting Johnny Depp as the villain? Well, Blake might have taken a page from that exact playbook. She sat down with the New York Times to tell her truth, only for that very article to get shredded when people realized how heavily the facts had been manipulated. And y'all, when I say manipulated, I mean they were deleting entire texts, removing key context, and twisting the narrative to make Justin look like the bad guy. It was so bad that even journalists started calling it out. And if that wasn't enough, guess who came crawling out of the shadows to defend Blake? Amber Heard herself. You cannot make this stuff up. If there's one thing you don't want as a celeb, it's for the internet to turn on you. And right now, Blake's fans are jumping ship faster than ever. It all started when people began digging up old interviews looking for clues about her behavior. And the results were not cute. Turns out Blake's been serving mean girl energy for years and it's all caught on tape. Exhibit A, that one time an interviewer congratulated her on her pregnancy and Blake mocked her back by saying, "Congrats on your little bump," to a woman who wasn't even pregnant. Oh, and that woman had a history of struggling with infertility. Exhibit B, the costume drama. When someone asked about the wardrobe for her latest film, Blake got snippy. But in another interview, she was bragging about how many of her own clothes she brought to set. Girl, pick a struggle.
First of all, congrats on your little bump. Congrats on your little bump.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, working in
Everyone
digital.
wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not just the women that have the clothes.
But
I feel like the women
Victoria-
get the conversation.
Just really loved those patchwork like jeans that you have.
Magnolia Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my real life jeans.
Yeah, a lot of that is like your stuff.
The boots were mine.
love those
There's these great Louboutins that are also a close up on them when we're dancing in the bar. Those are mine. I have a few of my husband's shirts and socks randomly in the movie. I have some of Gigi Hadid's sweaters in the movie.
Exhibit C, the cringe moment when she was asked about supporting Ryan Reynolds, and instead of answering, she plugged her hair care line. Like, ma'am, read the room.
What an incredible summer you're having. I feel like you poured a lot into this movie, but then you turned around and you were just as supportive of Ryan. What is it like to...
And my hair care company, Blake Brown, my goodness gracious. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I haven't slept in like a lot of time.
And the worst part, this isn't just about attitude, it's about manipulation. Oh, this is where it gets juicy. Allegedly, Blake didn't just want to star in the film, she wanted to take it over. Multiple sources have now leaked that Blake forced her way into the editing room, demanded to see all the footage, and even secretly created her own version of the film behind Justin's back. And get this, when the studio refused to use her cut, she threatened to boycott her own movie unless they complied. And as if that wasn't enough, guess who allegedly helped rewrite scenes? Ryan Reynolds, without Justin's permission. Messy.
This movie, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you now.
Y'all, this part of the story is so disrespectful, it actually makes my blood boil. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into a movie, writing it, directing it, starring in it, only to be barred from your own red carpet like some random fan who snuck in without a ticket. That's exactly what allegedly happened to Justin Baldoni. And the way it all went down, whew, it's next level petty. So let's break this down because the details are actually wild. Picture this, it's the night of the big premiere, the moment every actor dreams about, the glitz, the glamour, the flashing cameras. But while Blake Lively was out there smiling for the paparazzi, soaking up all the attention, Justin was nowhere to be seen. And no, it's not because he skipped the event, he was literally forced underground. According to multiple leaked messages, Justin was banned from standing next to Blake and the rest of the cast on the red carpet. Instead of celebrating his own work, he and his family were ushered away from the event space and sent down to a basement, yes, a basement, for over an hour while the main festivities carried on without him. And it gets worse. Now, this might sound too crazy to be true, but the receipts do not lie. In text messages leaked between Justin and the film's editors, they actually confirmed that they were not allowed to attend the premiere because of Blake. It would be really hard for me to sit and watch the final film for the first time at the premiere. Justin, yeah, I feel you. I haven't seen it either. I was asked not to even come to the premiere. Wait. Justin Baldoni, who wrote, directed, and starred in this movie, wasn't even allowed to attend the premiere? Make it make sense.
Think about this. On what, could have been one of the most beautiful nights of my life career-wise, I literally was sent to the basement with all my friends and family for over an hour because I wasn't allowed to be seen. She didn't want me anywhere near her or the rest of the cast. So they ushered me off the carpet and they sent us down to the basement.
And in August 5th of 2024, Justin invites the editors to the premiere, but they can't be in the same room with Blake. Justin replies, "We won't be in the same room. I was asked not to even come to the premiere." And the editors say, "It would be very hard for me to sit and watch the final film for the first time at the premiere." And Justin replies, "Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it either."
And if you're wondering who asked him to stay away, well, let's just say Blake's fingerprints are all over this one. Why did Blake want him gone? The real reason is even messier. At first, you might think, okay, maybe they were just trying to avoid awkward tension because of the lawsuit, but nope, it was way more calculated than that. Allegedly, Blake wanted Justin out of the picture because she was determined to make the night all about herself. If you think about it, if Justin was there, reporters would have bombarded them with questions about the legal drama. If Justin was there, it would be harder for Blake to control the narrative. If Justin was there, it wouldn't be a Blake Lively victory lap. It would be a confrontation she couldn't spin. And let's not forget, this wasn't just any film premiere. This was the version of the film that Blake allegedly manipulated behind the scenes. Yes, besties, the Blake Lively director's cut was in full effect, and she did not want Justin anywhere near it. And here's the part that actually hurts to hear. Justin has since spoken out about that night, and y'all, his words were heartbreaking. He described how he and his friends and family were literally shoved downstairs like they were unwanted guests at an event they helped create. Justin, on what should have been one of the most beautiful nights of my career, I was sent to the basement with my family for over an hour. They didn't want me anywhere near her or the cast. Now let that sink in for a second. Not only was Justin excluded from the red carpet, but he was also forced to wait in the basement like an afterthought. Y'all, even background extras get treated with more respect than that. And before you think, oh, maybe this was just a misunderstanding, let's revisit that text from the editor. Justin, I haven't seen the final version either. I was asked not to come. No, bestie, this was very much intentional.
But we'll see what the documents actually say, because that's what we have are documents. Documents actually don't lie. People do. And it's important that everyone sees all of the documents that are involved in the case, because there are people that have been destroyed as a result of the allegations that have been made so far in this case.
Which is just an example of how she loves to play the victim. And then the one about, oh, he burst in on me uninvited when I was breastfeeding my child. She says we should run lines together. He's like, anytime. And she's like, come on over. I'm breastfeeding the baby in the trailer, but come on over. So it's written there, black and white. She invited him in, and a lot of women are comfortable having someone around when they breastfeed, so it's not so weird, especially out in Hollywood. Justin's business partner, who is a producer of the film, and he showed her a still shot from his wife's delivery of their child, which I've also seen. You can't see any R-rated parts at all. It's actually a really lovely artistic photo of a husband with his arms around his wife in a bathtub and the baby on top of the wife. The alleged fat shaming that Ryan Reynolds went off on him over, that's all over her lawsuit that he's been excoriated for in the press, the left-wing press, was when he went to it was either his trainer or her trainer or the trainer on the set, and he asked how much Blake weighs. And that it was like, how dare he, right? How dare. Turns out Justin Baldoni, this has been documented, has serious disc issues and was actually in the hospital for like 2 months after this film wrapped because of his disc issues, and was worried because he had to pick her up in a scene.
Now here's the $1 million question. Was this all just an unfortunate scheduling conflict, or was Blake deliberately erasing Justin from the movie's success story? Because if the rumors about her power grab are true, this makes a lot more sense. Let's not forget, she allegedly created her own cut of the film behind Justin's back. She allegedly threatened to boycott unless they used her version. She allegedly pressured producers to shut Justin out of the final decisions. And now, at the film's biggest event, Justin was nowhere to be seen. It's giving strategic erasure. It's giving Hollywood chess moves. It's giving Blake Lively wants all the credit. And now that the truth is coming out, oh, best believe she's freaking out. The fallout could be huge. If Justin's legal team has anything to say about it, this won't be the end of the story, because not only are they fighting back hard, but they're about to drop even more receipts. According to Megyn Kelly's sources, Justin's lawyers are preparing to unleash a mountain of evidence that will allegedly prove Blake was behind every shady move in this situation, from manipulating the press to stealing creative control of the film. And y'all, if those documents actually prove she shut him out of the premiere, it's going to be a career-ruining moment for her. Because let's be real, no matter how famous you are, Hollywood hates a power-hungry diva who crosses the line. If there was any doubt left, these leaked text messages just obliterated Blake's case. For example, she claimed Justin invaded her space while she was breastfeeding, except she invited him into her trailer herself. She accused him of fat shaming her, except the text proved he was only asking about her weight because he had to lift her in a scene and was trying to avoid injury. She claimed the movie had no intimacy coordinator, yet in an old interview, she herself confirmed there was one. So tell me again, who's twisting the truth here?
So talking about how sometimes you were even the intimacy coordinator in some of those sexier scenes, like we saw you.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way. I just want to be clear that you should not be the intimacy coordinator. You should definitely hire intimacy coordinators, which we did have. Well, thank goodness.
You were teaching.
Honestly, there were many instances on set where I just let the women figure it out, and I took a step back and kind of jumped in more as an actor in those scenes than even as a director.
Now that she's had her shot against him and she's severely damaged him with that New York Times piece and this complaint, which she managed to get leaked, now she wants a complete gag order. Now he needs to be shut down to protect her. This is very unfair to poor Blake. Why should Justin be able to release snippets to the media without the full context? That's what she said. That's what she did.
And now, in a final act of desperation, Blake is allegedly trying to shut Justin down completely with a gag order. A gag order? After leaking her own version of the story to the media, she's now demanding that Justin be banned from defending himself. Y'all, the hypocrisy is unreal. So now I gotta ask y'all, was Blake justified in keeping Justin away from the premiere, or was this straight up sabotage? Do you think this was a PR stunt to frame Justin as irrelevant? And most importantly, is this the beginning of Blake's own downfall? Sound off in the comments, cause I need to hear your thoughts on this one. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because, honey, this drama is far from over and I'll be here to spill every last drop of tea. So until next time, stay messy and keep sipping.